Hi guys, it's Thommo and welcome to something a little bit different for my channel heading forward. I'm going to be trawling the archives of Netflix and just doing some random reviews. So it could be something brand new, it could be something that's years and years old. It could also be something from the film world, or I could be reviewing a TV show. It's going to be very random, but I thought a lot of people use Netflix every single day. It's something that's increasingly popular, and there's just so much in the library of films and TV shows. So I thought, let's have a little random punt. Let's try something different. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. And to kick off proceedings, I'm going to be reviewing 2011's Limitless, directed by Neil Berger and starring Bradley Cooper. So I thought I'd start off with Limitless on this new feature on the channel, merely because I'm quite intrigued by the new TV show that's spawned from the film. And I've never actually watched the film, but it's just one of those ones that's passed me by. But if you haven't seen the film, then basically the premise of it is that Bradley Cooper is a writer. He bumps into his ex-wife's brother one day, and he's introduced to this mysterious pill that actually allows him full access to 100% of his brain. So it opens up this whole new world for him. The fact that he's become this super intelligent being and he can access the most unique of information that he's gained through the years. And it just allows him to make a lot of money in life, and he learns a lot of languages, and he just goes up and up in the world, and he starts becoming a bit famous and attracting some quite questionable and dangerous characters along the way. So Bradley Cooper's a bit of a hit and miss for me. I know a lot of people like him, and I think he's part of his charm is the fact that he's a very attractive guy, and some of the projects that he chooses are quite popular titles. You know, things like Guardians of the Galaxy, and where he really excels in that one. But fortunately, I think Limitless is one of those films where I actually quite enjoyed him being the leading man. It's a really interesting premise. It plays on the morals of people in society, and ultimately asks the audience a simple question: what would you do in this character's situation? Would you take advantage of it? Would you pass it by? It's a really interesting premise, and I think Bradley Cooper is very much a good individual to play this particular part. As we're introduced to him, he looks quite scruffy. He looks like a bum off the street, and we can see how he evolves once he does take this pill. And I think his evolution on screen really works, and I think the characters around him work quite well, like especially Abby Cornish, who I think is a massively underused actress. So I think the rapport between those two is really good. Robert De Niro's also in the film, which I think he's quite underused. I mean, poor Bobby is well past his best, shall we say. He's not had a substantial amount of really favourable performances for years and years, which is a bit of a shame. And in this, he's quite wasted. I think he's thrown in there for another famous face, shall we say. But ultimately, this is a film that I did really enjoy. I think the visual aspect of it is really clever, especially when Bradley Cooper's taken the drug, and this kind of acidic visuals, the melting of the screen, and the colours as well, really vibrant colours, and I love that whole aspect of it. And I say the narrative is really clever. It's a very clever story. It's engaging, really engaging, and I think the way it pans out is it's not particularly predictable, shall we say. There are certain elements that you can kind of guess along the way, but as a whole, I think this is a really interesting film, and one that if you haven't watched it, then I'd definitely recommend it. So that wraps my first Netflix review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you seek out Limitless if you haven't seen it before. I'm certainly going to check out the new TV show and see how that one pans out. But until the next time, which I will be reviewing Cameron Crowe's Aloha as my next Netflix offering, which a lot of controversy surrounding that one when it was released. So I hope you'll enjoy my thoughts on that one. And as always, make sure you check out the rest of my channel and make sure you subscribe. I've got a lot of TV reviews going on. I'm throwing in the quick-fire reviews as always on the biggest cinema releases, and I'm just generally growing the channel and hoping that you're joining me for the journey. So until the next time, take care.